This is Sample in a Jar, one of the radio Phish songs, the rare radio played Phish song. Not a huge Phish fan, but this is a song that everybody knows that's ever listened to music, I believe. And it's pretty easy to play. Of course, I'm going to preface every video by saying this. I don't know if this is exactly how they would do it. They are serious musicians. The few shows that I've been to, I don't think I've ever played any music the way they play it. But that being said, I can make it sound like it. And if you can remember the lyrics, which kind of get funky, it's a pretty fun song to play. If you're playing with somebody else, it's not too difficult to kind of noodle with either. In the key of A major, you've got Sample in a Jar. Now, there's an intro that's played with the same exact chords or just in different shapes throughout the guitar. My other videos I talk about shapes and stuff like that. So if you ever wanted to learn about the different shapes, it's called Caged, and you can go find a number of videos out there that can help with that. It's a little more advanced in guitar playing, but if you're just a beginner, you can stick to just the open chords over here and still make it sound like it. So we are A, right? C, G, D, A, E major, E minor, D. Okay? Now, that in the intro is played like this. This A, this is an A right here. In the D shape, right? Only we're not going to play the high E string in that shape. We are going to we are going to go to the, okay, so we're on the 9th fret G string, we are on the 10th fret B string, and we are on the 11th fret D string, and we are making this, that's an A, right? And then we are just going to go down a half, down a fret and play like we would play an F. Okay, so it's and then we are playing that same shape that we just played this A, right? We're going to play that same shape over here, right? Which is our G, right? So this is an A, C, G, D. Okay, and that D is just these, let me go back. That A shape that I'm coming down here and I'm calling this a G, okay? This is the 7th fret G string, the 8th fret B string, and the 9th fret D string, okay? And then this D is going to be our, all on the 7th fret, our D, G, and B string, okay? And then we go from, so 7, 9, 7, 9 on the A string and the D string. Seven, hammer 9 on the A string, D, 7th fret, 9, A string, 7, D string. Now I'm going to say this again for all anybody who's watching this who loves Phish and Trey is a god. I don't think that he is doing this, but I'm making it sound like it. That's the point of this, right? Taking these songs, making them easy for people to play. So this first part sounds like this. That next part is this. So we're playing this A here, right? So it's as if we were playing this A like this, only we're playing like this, right? We're just gonna do an F shape, right? We're just gonna do an F shape, and we're gonna play the D, G, and B string on the 7th, 6th, and 5th fret, and then we are going to play an E major, right? So that E major, so if you play a D here and come up a whole step, it's an E, but we are going to play it just like we played this A shape and this G shape. Now we're playing this E shape, right? So it is your 4th fret G string, your 5th fret B string, and your 6th fret D string, right? And then we got to move our fingers real quick to the minor, which is, now you can choose to put your hand here however you want, but I quickly just move my ring finger up to the D string on the 5th fret my middle finger up to the D string on the 5th fret, keeping my index finger on the 4th fret, G string, and putting my ring finger on the B string, 5th fret. So we have the 5th fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, and kind of like a backwards D, okay? So E minor, right? And then D, right? Oops. Okay? And then if you don't want to learn all that and go through that hassle, you could just play A, C, G, D, A, E major, E minor, D. This is the verse. So the verse and the intro are the same thing. So E major, E minor, D, right? And then the verse, right? Something far away, something, something, something. I don't know the words. I think it goes through twice. Kind of lingers, and then you get to the chorus, okay, which is going to be A, D, A, E. I think. Let me play it. Because I didn't hear what you had to say. A, D, E, D. I think I said A, D, A, E. It's A, D, E, D. Okay? And again, I just do that open chords. I'm not sure if, it's... I don't think he's playing any other different shapes. Could be. I don't really know. Anyway, open chords A, D, E, D for the chorus. It's craggy and foggy, held me to my car, finding that's got a hold of me, a sample in a jar. Okay, there is a breakdown there where take me from the others, no I don't belong. Again, I don't know the words, but that is a little bit of a bridge in there where it is D, C, D, A, G, and then C, D, E major. And it moves back into that chorus with this E major to E minor. And it just kind of crescendos up back to the A. Okay, so all I'm doing there is just, I play that E major, and then I'm just moving from my 9th fret to my 8th fret on the B string. That's Sample in a Jar. I don't really know where he's soloing. I didn't listen to it enough, but I assume it's A major somewhere. Your A major is your F minor pentatonic scale. So you could move all over the fretboard knowing those two bits of information. That being said, Sample in a Jar.